In this video, we're going to talk briefly about electronic page numbers and why they're so powerful. The whole point of an electronic page number is that it mirrors the printed page number in your bundle. And the reason that's helpful is because when you're in court or when you're preparing, you can jump straight to that page if you happen to know what it is by either using the Go to Page function in PDF Expert, for example, or at the top of the screen on Adobe, the page selector that we've seen in other videos. The videos dealing with how to produce your bundle set out how to do the electronic page numbering. I'm going to show you in this video, however, how to change the page numbers if something is incorrectly numbered, or if you have inserts, for example. Now, I'm going to use the sections bundle PDF that we produced in that video. If we go to Organize Pages, because this is where Page Labels lives, and look at A2, let's pretend that document was actually an insert and carries page numbers A6A, A6B, etc. You can do that by selecting the document, just as we did before, and going into the Page Labels section. Now the style will need to be adjusted, as will the prefix. So we make the prefix A6, because we know that's the constant, and then we change the style to ABC. And you see in the example, we now get A6A, A6B, A6C, etc. And there it automatically numbers through, and A7 automatically flows, so we don't have to then go back and renumber. If instead we wanted the pagination to match the way of doing inserts set out by McDonald J. In Appendix 1 to his 3rd of April 2020 Remote Access Family Court, then all we would do is go and select the pages we needed to change. And having done that, we then go into the More tab at the top and the page labels again. The numbering scheme should be A6.1, A6.2, etc. So we need the style to be 1, 2, 3. But the prefix will now be A6, and then we put the point in. As you see, it paginates through that way just as easily. Sometimes you need to change individual pages. So here, for example, let's say we've got the pagination wrong, and that's actually A13. We can just update that one page. But if you do that, beware that the rest of the pages will keep their original numbering, and so you'll be out of sync. The way you make it flow is you pick up the rest of the pages in that page sequence, so in this set part A, then you do the page labels, start it at the number you want, and the rest of them flow through. Those sorts of changes that you can do manually may be helpful if, for example, you're missing some documents from the index, and so you need to make the electronic pagination jump in the same way as the printed pagination to deal with the missing documents. As you can see, it's quite a powerful feature, and you can effectively produce whatever page labels you want. You could give the page any label you wanted, but for our purposes, we want the labels as far as we can to match what is set out on the index for those pages, because that will give you a more powerful way of managing in court and rapidly jumping between documents as and when necessary. I hope this video has been helpful in showing you some ways you can use page labels to enhance your working bundle and make you more productive through using that additional functionality.